Hi, I'm Mary. We're taking a walk today in the beautiful autumn day. Look at those trees. Aren't they breathtaking? And look at the ones over there. They are just glorious. What a beautiful, beautiful day. And I really want to thank you for joining me. So before we begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor. He'll tell you exercises you should or shouldn't do. And you want to have water to drink before, during, and after our time together. You'll also want to wear loose, comfortable clothes so when we bend or turn or lift a leg, you'll be absolutely fine. And of course, you'll want to check all around the room to make sure you're not going to step onto anything, because we'll be going a little bit this way and then a little bit this way. And so we're going to need a little path right here. So make sure there are no books or electric cords or anything like that. Also, you want to make sure that there are no chandeliers, because we're going to be reaching up above. Okay, we're going to be like reaching to the heavens today. We are going to have a great job. And our specialty today is we are going to be acting like a leaf, a falling leaf. And the falling leaf has a blast, I can tell you that. So you want to wear loose, comfortable clothes, check with your doctor, make sure you have water handy. If I'm doing a move and your body goes, ooh, don't go there, pay attention to your body, because it knows you very, very well. If you're feeling lightheaded or faint at all, just stop. If you think we're going too slowly and you can increase the pace in a very safe manner, then you go right ahead. But if we're going too fast and you want to slow it down, just slow it down. Like if our steps are too big, you can make a smaller step, okay? Just make it for you, because I'm really glad you're here. And we're going to have a blast together. You always feel good when you move. Your bodies love to move. So here we're going to begin just by marching. It's that easy. So if you're in a chair, you can actually sit down and march along with us. If you're standing up, you always want to make sure that you lift the knee and the toe hits first, the ball of the foot, and then the heel. And we always want to have good posture, ear over shoulder, shoulder over hip. Right under the hip is the knee, and right under the knee is the foot, so we're nice and tall. Okay, because when we walk, we really want to stay nice and tall, filled full of the healing properties of oxygen-rich air. We are so lucky. Okay, here we go. We are marching, marching, marching. Uh-oh, you'll notice I have sticky burrs all over my pants. That's what happens if you walk in the woods. So I've been walking in an open field on this beautiful summer day. I have sticky burrs all over me, but that's okay. I'm outside and you're with me and we feel terrific. Okay, let's start by walking a little bigger. We're using our arms and we're transferring the weight from one foot to the other. Now we're going to allow the hands to drop down by the sides, and we're going to sweep the hands down in front of the hips and up. Because when we become a falling leaf, I'm telling you, we're going to need our arms stretched out for sure, so we don't just go crashing to the ground. Then we're going to bring our hands right across the body. Fingertips up, our buttocks are squeezed tight, and our legs are nice and straight. So we're rotating from one side to the other. When we begin this rotation, we begin quite small, and then we can turn a little more as we lift the heel and roll the knee and the hip in. Then we're going to draw the back hand back and push the other hand forward. That's it. There you go. Now we're going to follow the fingertips up and make a giant circle, pulling the elbow back. Here we go. A nice big circle. And pull the elbow back. It's almost like we're doing a backstroke, which of course I'm sure you did a lot of in the summer when you went swimming. There you go. Wow, our shoulders love this move. So we're going to drop our hands down by our sides, and we're just going to pull the shoulders up, bring them back, and settle them down. Then we're going to add the elbow, pull it up, push it back a bit, and let it settle down. Then we're going to comb our hair. Woo! Pull the elbow back, open up the chest. Good job. Then we're going to place our hands right on our thighs and bend the knee and bring the heel right up to the buttocks. That feels terrific because what it's doing is it's stretching out the thigh right here. We're pulling the heel to the buttocks and we're stretching out the thigh. We're really going to need our thighs today. Thigh muscles are very important for going up and down stairs, for getting up and down out of a chair. These are really important muscles, so we want to keep them nice and flexible as well as strong. Now we're going to step touch together. This feels great. Your legs are nice and loose and comfortable. Your chests are high and you feel absolutely terrific. Then we reach one arm out and the other arm out. And we're leaning and reaching a little bit. Remember, if you do these exercises and you're feeling not quite steady, do them by the counter or by a sturdy chair where you can hold on. You could even sit down and stretch one arm out and then the other. Our shoulders are relaxed and down and we feel absolutely fabulous. Now 2 hands come out right from the hips, the pinkies lead and the thumbs come down and you crisscross right at the wrists. There you go. We're going to do the same move. This time we're going to bring it chest high and we'll draw the elbows back and open up the chest. This is so good for our back muscles. If we have a job where we're leaning over like maybe a computer board or maybe we love to read, if you're leaning over, it's always good to pull those elbows back, open up those chests, and keep those back muscles nice and strong so your posture is good. And now we're going to hold the arms wide, flip the hands up, drop an elbow, lift an elbow. There you go. That's great. You feel a nice stretch on the side of the waist. That feels terrific, I must say. It feels great. And we're lifting our rib, the side of our rib, right up off away from our hip. Excellent. Now we're going to hold the arms parallel to the floor, step touch wide, and rotate. Rotate. Remember we did it with long arms. Now we're doing it with bent arms. I kind of look like an agitator in my mother's washing machine. Shoulders back and down. There you go. Excellent. Now we're going to push the hand straight out, flip the wrist and pull it down. Push and flip the wrist and pull it down. There, nice work, nice work. And then we're going to keep our hands nice and low. Shake out your hands, shake out your arms and shoulders, shake out your legs. Here we go. Hands right on the hips, side leg lift. So now we're not involving the upper body at all. We're simply keeping our chest nice and tall and our heart open. Our shoulders are back and down. And you know, as soon as we hold that head up high, automatically the chest comes up and we get into really good posture. The side leg lift is working the outsides of the hips. We need these muscles when we get in and out of a car. Also, we need them when we're sliding behind the seats at the theater. Now, we're going to take the leg, and instead of bringing it out to the side, we're going to bring the knee up and cross in front. This feels terrific on that outer thigh, I can assure you. And of course, I know you feel it also. We're pulling the knee up, which gives a nice stretch in the buttocks. And as you bring the knee across the body, boy, that outer thigh just loves this exercise. And now we'll step touch in. That's it, you're doing a great job. Okay, now, here's where we begin. When a leaf is little, it's just a little seed. So we're going to be really, really small. Really, really small. So I'm going to bend down a little bit. I'm going to push my buttocks back, making sure my knees are right over my ankles and feet. Push the buttocks back just like there were a chair there. There you go. Good work. And you want to stay nice and tall, keeping the chest lifted. If it's hard for you to do this, you may want to hold on to the counter. Push the buttocks back, but we're going to be pretty small because we're a little seed in the ground. Are you ready? Okay, little seeds, here we are in the ground. Oh boy, let's push our buttocks back, keep our chests up, and we really want to grow into a tree with lots of leaves. So we're going to get a little wiggly. Here we go, we're getting a little wiggly because we really want to grow it to be a tree with lots of leaves. And we're getting a little taller, a little taller. There we go. And then one little leaf peeps up, and then the other. And then we come a great big giant tree standing nice and tall. And on the tree are all these leaves. So now we're a leaf. And we're blowing in the wind. And the wind blows us a little bit this way and a little bit that way. We're just a nice leaf blowing in the wind. And the wind blows us up this way. And then the wind blows us up this way. It's fun being a leaf on a tree. Of course, this is during the summer. And all our leaf friends are going, wow, this is great, dancing in the wind. And then the wind brings us up and over and up and over. There we go. We are dancing in the wind because we are beautiful little autumn leaves. So we were green, and now we're turning different colors, orange and yellow. And I'm kind of a white leaf. I'm kind of, I look like a birch tree to tell you the truth, but birch trees' leaves are a light yellow. They are beautiful. Okay, let's hold it here, little leaves. Now our leaf goes over to one side. We're really dancing with the wind. It's so gentle. And now we're in a storm. Okay, here we are, little leaves. We're on the tree having a lot of fun, and there's a storm now, and it pushes us back. And then the wind pushes us forward, and the wind pushes us back, and the wind pushes us forward. The wind pushes us back, and the wind pushes us forward. Pushes us back. Boy, I think we're in a storm now. We're really blowing around. We are leaves, and we're pushed back, and we're pushed forward, and then all of a sudden the storm stops. And we relax on the tree, and it feels great to just relax on the tree. Now it's getting pretty cold. So as a little leaf, I'm getting really kind of chilly, and I'm turning color, and I love my new color. Yep, I'm kind of a cream leaf. So I'm kind of a cream leaf, maybe a really, really light colored leaf. But I'm getting kind of cold, it's kind of cold. And a wind blows, and I try to hold on. And the wind blows, and I try to hold on to the tree. The wind blows me, and I try to hold on. I try to hold on, and I want you to hold on too. We reach up and really hold on to that tree. We don't want to fall off the tree. We don't want to fall off the tree, but the wind blows us and blows us and blows us. And we hold on, and the wind blows the other way, and we're pushed and pushed. And finally we have to let go, and we twirl and swirl and float down. We twirl and swirl and drift, and you can float as freely as you want to, and then we land on the ground. And we're with all of our other friends, and we think this is great because we just go to sleep. And so that's how it is if we're a leaf. But we're not a leaf, now we're taking a walk. We want to make sure we don't step on those leaves like maybe if they were us. So here we go, back to walking again. We're feeling terrific. It's an autumn day, and we appreciate the beauty of not only the leaves on the trees, but the leaves on the ground. They're so beautiful, either on the trees or on the ground. Of course, unless you're raking, you may not appreciate the leaves on the ground so very much, but still they're great because if you're a kid, or even if you're not a kid, you can rake a big pile of leaves and run and jump into them. That always feels great. All right, let's march wide and shift our body weight. So, the lower body is never going to change. We're always rocking from this foot to this foot. So it's nice and easy. That's all you have to remember. That's not too bad, right? No. So, rocking side to side, we start to turn our upper body just a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now we're rocking forward and back, just like we were on a rocking horse. And we push the arms back as we rock forward. And as we rock backwards, we curl our arms front. Good job. And always do what's best for you. Always making sure this is okay for you. Now, when we rock forward, we're going to pick our back heel up. There you go. That's it. Now, we're going to have our 2 feet down again. And now when we rock back, we're going to pick our front foot up. If you're ready, pick that foot right up. Pick that foot right up. Bending the knee. That's great. And now we're going back to just feet on the ground. And we're going to combine them. Knee up as we go back and heel up as we lean forward. If you're ready, here we go. Heel up, knee up. This is really like a rocking horse, and it feels terrific. Always remember, if you're feeling a little dizzy or lightheaded, you want to sit down. And if you're just feeling a little unsure, always make sure you have a counter or a nice safe chair you can hold on to. There you go. Wow, that's great. You're doing terrific on your rocking horse. There you go. Okay, let's go back to feet down. There. And then slowly, slowly start to turn the upper body. That was great. Let's see if we can go to the other side. Nice and tall we stand. Still rocking from right to left, right to left. So our lower body hasn't changed at all as far as rocking from one foot to the other. Slowly we rotate the body. There you go, rocking forward and back. Keeping the feet kind of flat. And then we add the arms, pushing back as we lean forward and curling the arms right up to our shoulders. This is going to make our biceps strong. You want to know for what? So we can pick up kids and groceries and refrigerators and small cars, I'm telling you. And when we push our arms back, it gives the back of our arms a little strength. And something really fun about exercising is that every time you strengthen one muscle group, like when we curl our arms here, we're stretching out the back of the arms. And when we push the back of the arms back, we're stretching out the front of the arms, our bicep. Isn't that just so cool? Okay, heel up when we go forward. Heel up when we go forward. That's it. And if your hands have a hard time staying into a little fist, you can open them wide. However you want your hands is just perfect. Now we're going flat feet again, rocking back to front. So our body weight is on the left and the right, the left and the right. Now when we rock back, we're going to pull that knee right up. That feels so good to bend the knee and lift it up. It just feels fabulous. There you go. Pull it right up. Nice work. Now we're going back to flat feet, flat feet. And we're still transferring the body weight from one foot to the other. But now, when we lean forward, here comes the back heel. Leaning back, here comes the front knee. And we have a wild, wild rocking horse. Yes, indeed. I love this rocking horse. Make sure you're not going to hit anything in your house. Oh, boy. There you go. Wow, that feels great. We're working both the upper body and the lower body. Nice work. And now we're going to come back to just flat feet, no elevation. We relax the hands and slowly we turn the upper body. That was fabulous. You did great. And doesn't it feel good to move? Your bodies love to move. They do. They just love it. Okay, let's touch the foot back. So here we are nice and tall. And all we do is touch the toe back. So we're not putting any weight on it at all. All the toe's doing is touching back. Nice and easily. There you go. That's it. Our hands are relaxed, palms facing the thighs, and one hand comes up and then the other. There you go. Wow. You don't have any trouble with that one, I can see. Remember, if you're in a chair, sitting in a chair, you can always raise one arm and then the other. That's it. Now we're going to bend the knee and bring the heel to the buttocks. We're keeping our hands right on our thighs. And the reason for that is we want to make sure that the knees stay back. And that way we get a nice stretch on the front of the leg, of the top of the leg, and we're strengthening the muscles on the back of the lower leg. This feels just terrific. And then we just march it out and we give those legs a little shake, making sure that no muscles tighten up, that we're kind of very loose. Okay, that was just great. You feeling okay? Me too, because we have this beautiful, beautiful sight to look at. These trees are so gorgeous. I mean, it just fills your heart with fire, and you think, wow, am I ever so lucky? We sure are. So let's march wide now, one more time. Good. And we're going to take this toe and touch it back and touch it back. So we're going to just touch the toe right behind the other foot. It's kind of like curtsying to the queen. And of course, if we were curtsying to the queens, we'd have to do this. There you go. So this is a beautiful little curtsy, and it's stretching out the front of the leg. That's nice. Okay, now we're going to bring the legs straight back again and our arms forward. Wow, that's great. And again, you can open the fingers. You can close the fingers to make a soft fist. It's whatever works for you, because we're getting those shoulders nice and flexible. We're strengthening the front of the shoulders. We're getting a nice stretch right here in the hip flexor, and the thighs getting a nice stretch, and we're squeezing our buttocks. So there's a lot of great things happening now. You can just feel it. That's it. Nice work. Okay, one more time. Let's step touch in. Now we're going to take 2 steps and we're going to travel over that way. Are you ready? No arms at first. Here we go. Step 1 and step 2. And then we come back home. We're standing nice and tall. That's it. That's it. Traveling over here and traveling over here. And now we'll roll the arms. We'll roll over here and roll right over here. Step together, step, touch, step together, step, touch, step together, step, touch. You're doing beautifully today. Rolling the arms will help increase our heart rate. And if we can get our heart rate up, then our lungs have to work a little harder, and our brain even gets better by shooting the blood and oxygen right up to the brain. So we want to get that heart rate up a little bit. Good. Step together, step, touch, roll those arms. One more over here, and now you're done. Wow, we can really shake out those arms, and shake out the shoulders, and shake out those legs. Yes, this is great. We are just shaking all loose. Great. And then we just shift the weight side to side. So we're going to slow down a little bit. Whenever you have fun and you're working really hard, you always want to get a good stretch. So we're just going to nice and easily sweep the arms around. Good. We're relaxing our arms now. We're relaxing the shoulders. And again, we're rolling up on the toes, rolling the knee and the hip in. That felt so good, didn't it? And the sight is beautiful. You've got to love the colors of those trees. Now, we're going to bring it a little lower. And we're going to shift the weight, but we're not going to bend the knees. We're just shifting the weight. That's it. Then we pull a shoulder up, back, and down. We don't want to roll our shoulders front because we don't want our shoulders to think they can roll front. The shoulders go up, back, and down. So our posture is always terrific. Then a little slower, let's bring both shoulders up and back and down. Up and back and down. lift, and then pull those shoulders back. Slide them right down into your back pockets. That's it. And then relax the shoulders. Tilt the head a little bit and slide this hand down the seam of your pants. Slowly come back to center. Tilt the head and slide your fingers down the outside seam of your pants. Do it one more time, please, and feel that gentle stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's add the upper arm. Tilt the head, reach down, other hand reaches up and over. Slowly come back to center, sliding the hand down with a head tilt, other hand reaches up and over. And slowly come back to center. Turn the head, come right back to center, turn the head, come right back to center. Flat back folds forward from the hinge on the hips. We tuck the hips in and round the back, and then we flatten the back and lift the head. We tuck the hips in, round the back, and we actually drop our gaze to between our heels, and then we flatten the back and lift. Then we push the feet right down into the ground, bring the hands behind our back, lift our chest up, shoulders back and down, opening up the chest. That feels so good. And relax back down. You did so well today. Thanks for joining me. Let's take a great big breath in, and as you exhale, know that all will be well. Great job. You did really, really well. Make sure you drink that water. See you later.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.